Okay, welcome back. The choice we're going to choose is talk to her instead, because by the anime he ends up talking to her and it leads to the end of Nagisa's path anyway. So we'll talk to her. I reluctantly stand up. I went out of the corridor and picked up the phone. Fuck knows what that was. Seems her greeting's normal. Hello? Yeah, right, I'm your brother, the biggest stain in your life. Forgive this brother of yours. She's simply lost. Coming over? Where? Sorry, my little sister. Actually, that's impossible right now. Truth is, your brother got caught being a goof. This weekend. I gave her an answer without thinking. A dogoon or whatever the fuck. Beep, beep, beep. She hung up. Now, what was it I said it in the end? Well, it's probably not important. Whew. I head back to the room. Sunohara has returned. Well, she's half woman. You should be able to guess if it's you. A hint, huh? A human but not a human. But isn't she your sister? That phone call just a while ago. Flip. I stopped reading the magazine I was holding and raised my head. Ah, are you done? He suddenly held me by the collar and shook me. I think that's meant to be held. Translation error. Let go, you idiot! Mesai-san told me to talk to her instead. That's right. She's coming over. No, well, Sunohara, calm down and listen. Your sister really believed that I was you. So I told her it's alright to come this weekend. She'll be arriving this Saturday evening. I have to do that since you probably wouldn't go and meet her. Oh jeez. You're right, all I can do is imagine. Is that so? So cold. Well, is there something bad about your little sister coming here? Her purpose? Does she have a purpose? You're so fine you almost died. It's not about your health, then it's that, huh? Your talent as an actor. What is it then?
あいつ僕がさサッカーやってるの応援しててくれたしさそれにバカでもサッカー上手けりゃ進学できるんだぞって僕威張ってたからさ
So, some people are actually aware they're stupid, huh?
あるよ放っておいてくださいよだからさ今の状況すんげえ心配してんだあいつ
Didn't you meet her during New Year's vacation when you went home?
いや今年は帰ってねえよそれに僕家だと見え張っていろいろ言うからさだからあいつ自分の目で僕の普段の姿を見て確かめようとしてるんだろ
Well, how old is she?
唐突な質問ですよね
Just answer the question.
13
If so, She's in her second year in junior high. She has school, right? Why is she coming round this time? Oh, headset's being an arsehole.
サボりかよ。
She's in the same as her brother on that part, huh?
鉄砲玉みたいなところはな。
You're a silver bullet from a BB gun, for use by children.
いちいち補足せんでください。
Well, what are you going to do?
どうするも何も来るんだろ。
Well, don't ask me.
あんたが決めたんでしょ。
Yeah, that's right, I forgot.
どうすりゃいいんだよ。
Why don't you just show her that you're doing fine?
どうやってだよ。
How about you go laughing? I'm not even going to pronounce that. After I hit you sounds like...
それ病んでるよ。
I guess so. Okay then, how about saying you don't listen, huh? And staying like that after I hit you sounds okay.
どうして僕が殴られまくる案しかないんだよ。
What a pampered guy.
そういう意味の元気じゃないって言ってるだろ。つまり夢破れた僕が違う幸せを見つけているかって問題なんだよ。
Other fun things, huh? I stared at his face. What kind of happiness could this man actually have swooped down upon? You don't even have such a thing.
何がだよ。
Well, I'm saying you haven't got any happiness worthy of mention.
軽くすんげえきついことを言ってるんですけど。
Sunohara sighs deeply and sits down with his legs crossed. Well, don't be depressed. You rehab what you sow, right?
100% お前のせいでしょ。
Well, what I mean by you rehab what you sow is there's no happiness for you.
軽くきついことを繰り返しているんですけど。ああ。
He became more and more depressed. Well, I can't say I didn't sprinkle any seeds, but at least some of the responsibility's mine. So I'll do something about it.
マジかってなんかその前のセリフが腑に落ちなかったけど。
Yeah, I'll leave it to me. Oh, Illusionary world again. I hate this. These are boring. I swear to God. The last part we put in the head were eyes. With that, this junk doll was completed. We're done. She laid down, stretched her legs out from fatigue. I am filled with excitement when I face the doll. A strangely shaped doll. The arms were not of the same length and it had a weird mouth. A smiling face. Even then, it's a new friend. A friend we can be with. It thought it would be quite funny to see if it could close its eyes. I continued to wait. It wouldn't be easy for this thing to move. She got up facing it, and together we looked at the steel doll. In order to get it to move, we might need something else. I had thought about it from the beginning. That's right, practicing how to walk. Since he's my friend, I thought I should teach him from the beginning. I'll do that. Just like the girl did, I moved a bit of a distance and clapped my hands. Even though I was a newborn, I understood the gesture. It meant come here. A thick sound came as I clapped my hands. Clap, clap. The doll should have stood up. Clap, clap. I continued to clap, but there was no sign of movement. As if it died, its neck hung low. Clap, clap. I didn't notice the girl was watching me clap my hand. She rubbed her knees and came closer and embraced me. And then she began to cry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, she kept on saying. April 24th, Thursday.
おはようございます。
Oh, good morning. Furukawa tried looking for a conversation topic. You seem to be losing your voice. I cut her off, saving her the trouble.
そうでしょうか。
You practiced that speech all day yesterday, didn't you?
はい、たくさん練習しました。
Next time, it'll be good if you could conduct the play rehearsal and not just the introductory speech.
はい。
Sunohara still hasn't arrived. He's probably late again. I went back to my seat and started gazing out the window. And I did just that throughout the entire lesson. Before our lesson ended, guess I'll go.
おっと、岡崎じゃん。
As I stepped out of the classroom, I bumped into Sunohara by chance.
今から昼？
Don't follow me.
まあまあ、カバン置いてくるから待っててよ。僕も学食のパンにするからさ。
Sunohara entered the classroom. I didn't even bother waiting and stepped out.
釣れないね。 待っててよっつったのに。
In the end, Sunohara chased us all the way to the courtyard.
こんにちは、篠原さん。
Furukawa welcomed us with her smile.
お二人昼飯は？
ごめんなさいです。今いただいたところです。
You're really late.
学食すんげえ混んでたからね。じゃ僕も食べるかな。
He reached his hand into the opened wrapper and took out the bread.
座ってください。
Furukawa stood up as she said,
詰めますね。
Yeah. Upon my approval, he started looking for a place to sit down.
悪いね。
Sunohara sat down beside Furukawa.
いただきまーす。
As soon as he started just as he started eating the bread,
ん？
a pair of eyes stared from the direction of the skull, causing him to stop moving. Just in front of him stood a female student. Her face was unfamiliar. She sees us, promptly approaches.
私西名さんの友達で杉坂と言います。
She attempts to remain calm while being glared at by me and Sunohara.
あ、てめえ。
Sunohara stood up before anyone else.
待ってください、篠原さん。
Furukawa grabbed his arm.
ここは私に任せてください。
うん、わかったよ。
I've heard of the name. I can't remember the name from Sunohara. Apparently she's the person behind the threatening letter. I believe Furukawa understands this as well.
私、3年の古川渚です。わざわざこんなところまでどうしましたか？西名さんのことを話したくて伺いました。聞いてくれますか？はい、もちろんです。ぜひ聞かせてください。このことはあんまり人に言ってほしくないんです。はい、約束します。ここだけの話にします。
Turned to look at me. I can't pronounce her name, sorry. Don't you worry, I won't say a thing. This guy wouldn't either. I
あ
promise.
りがとうございます。はじめに脅迫状を書いたことは謝ります。あれは私が勝手にやったことなんです。そうしないと合唱部を作ることができなくなると思ってすみませんでした。いえ、何とも思ってないです。
Sunohara's fists started to quiver uncontrollably on his knee.
話を続けてください。はい、西名さん、リエちゃんはすごく才能のある子なんです。それは音楽の才能です。小さい頃からずっとバイオリンを弾いていたんです。コンクールに何度も入賞して、ものすごく大きな会場でものすごくたくさんの人たちの前でも演奏してました。ものすごく堂々としていて、ものすごく綺麗で、ものすごくかっこよかったんです。たくさんの大人の人たちから将来を期待されてました。外国のハイスクールに通う予定でした。外国ではもっといい音楽の教育が受けられるからです。でもそれが決まる直前に
Sugisaka, I don't know, lowered her head. She had started weeping.
リエちゃん、事故に遭って
I no longer wish to continue listening to this.
握力が弱くなってしまったんです。
That's the same as me.
バイオリン弾けなくなって、外国のハイスクールにも行けなくなって、それでこの学校に来ました。私と一緒に。リエちゃんは事故の日以来すごく元気がなくて、私がどれだけ元気づけようとしてもダメで、私も悲しかったです。でもそんなある日、ものす古文のコウムラ先生です。コウムラ先生は音楽の素晴らしさをもう一度リエちゃんに教えてくれたんです。楽器が弾けなくても音楽はできるんだって。そう言ってコウムラ先生は歌ってくれました。しわがれた声でも音程が曖昧でも、それでもとても心がこもった歌でした。その歌に心を打たれてリエちゃんも歌い始めたんです。その姿は昔の元気なリエちゃんでした。そしてリエちゃんはたくさんの人に歌の素晴らしさを伝えたいと思いました。だからこの学校にない合唱部を作ることにしたんです。コウムラ先生と一緒に。私も一緒です。
She wipes away the tears that were collecting in the edges of her eyes and smiles.
お
Then
願いします。
she lowers her head completely silently. Furukawa stiffens like a rock.
古川、言うこと聞くな。
Sunohara yells.
そんなハンデで人の同情を誘うようなやつなんて卑怯者だ。そんなハンデで ひいきされたいなんて考えが甘すぎるんだよ。
At that moment I noticed something. How the three of us are alike. The three of us had to abandon something that we wanted to do just because of our unlucky misfortune. The three of us and our small dreams of school life taken away. I understand those feelings. Furukawa's words float by. We weren't that different from each other, and we had used all our unhappiness as a kind of shield. Sunohara and I became like this because we weren't able to return to our club activities. And now, after fighting and overcoming an illness for an entire year, Furukawa is trying to come back from that and start from nothing. So Sunohara doesn't want to forgive someone that's trying to use that kind of shield. I think the same thing.
そんなハンデで
Sunohara throws the bread he was carrying onto the ground. It bounces and rolls to the feet of the girl named that. Can't pronounce it. Regardless, she keeps her head lowered. She doesn't even flinch.
そんなの私断れないです。私こそ許してほしいです。そんなこと知らずに自分のためだけに小村先生を演劇部の顧問にしようとしてたんですから。
Furukawa, you couldn't do anything about that. You didn't know.
でももう知ってしまいました。諦めます。
Why?
私が頑張れば仁科さんが夢を叶えられなくなります。私は諦めます。ありがとうございます。
Can't pronounce her name. The girl raised her head after thanking Furukawa. Then, with a blank facial expression, she turned back to the school building.
バカ野郎
Even until after she was out of sight, Sunohara kept repeating those words, yelling them. Furukawa picked up the bread that had been thrown on the ground and placed it back into Sunohara's hands. After that we go to the staff room and speak to Koumura. Sunohara had already left. He disappeared somewhere with his heart still full of anger. I just stand behind Furukawa and listen to the conversation.
いいのですかな。
はい。そもそも演劇部を作りたいのは私一人でしたから。入部希望者もいません。
そうですか。今時演劇なんて流行らないのですかな。
そうかもしれないです。でも私は演劇が好きです。
また機会もあるでしょう。
では高村先生、仁科さんと杉坂さん、そしてまだ見ぬたくさんの合唱部の部員さんたちをよろしくお願いします。
Entrusting the future of the chorus to the elderly teacher, we leave the staff room. Without anything to do in the club room, we get our bags and go to the courtyard. All that's left to do is go home. There has to be something. There must be some way.
もういいんです。岡崎さん、約束しましたから。杉坂さんと。
You didn't make any promise like that. You just said you weren't going to interfere with the chorus.
岡崎さん。
What?
とても楽しかったです。
What was?
一緒に頑張れてです。目的は達成されなかったですけど、もっと大切ないろいろなものを手に入れました。岡崎さんととても仲良しになれました。篠原さんとも仲良くなれました。こんな私でもです。こんな不器用で泣き虫な。
You're right. But you know, Furukawa, you're getting a lot stronger. You're a lot stronger than you were at the bottom of that hill, worried. You might be clumsy or a crybaby, but you worked hard to get where you are. I was able to worry about others. I worked hard too.
本当でしょうか。
Yeah, I really felt like that.
だったら嬉しいです。
I think I know what this part is.
私は体は弱いですが、くじけないように強い子になろうと生きてきたんですから。
Suddenly, tears spill out of Furukawa's eyes.
嬉しいです。よかったです。
And then, putting her face in her hands and onto her eyes, she begins to cry. I put my hand on Furukawa's head.
また
I know what choice this is. I know what happens after I press embrace her. I had to do this on another playthrough. Let's embrace her, shall we? which is it's got to be done anyway. My body moved on its own, hugging Furukawa from behind.
そんなことしないでほしいです。そうされると安心して泣いてしまいます。
Aren't you crying already?
そうですけど、もっと泣いてしまいます。
It's alright. You ought to cry when you feel sad. Furukawa continued to cry for a while. I felt as if I wanted to stay like this forever. It might not happen in this one though. It might not, it depends. I really do care for her, as I eventually put my hand on her head, but I really wanted to be closer to comfort her, a small existence that supported me, which I really wanted to support. I wanted her to be comforted. Hey Furukawa.
はい。
Yes it is. Yes it is. If you wake up tomorrow morning and we became lovers, wouldn't that be interesting? I'd be the boyfriend and you'd be the girlfriend. We'd surely have a fun school life. Don't you think so?
思わないです。きっと何をやっても失敗する私に腹が立ちます。
Not at
ど
all.
うしてですか？
Because I like you, Furukawa. I confess as such. That's why I'm sure things will not happen.
本当でしょうか？自信ないです。
It will surely be fun, or rather, I'll make it fun.
そんな岡崎さんだけ頑張らないでください。私にも頑張らせてください。
I see.
はい。
So Furukawa, would you agree to my request? Be my girlfriend, Furukawa. I knew it. For a short while, she didn't turn around, nor did she nod her head. Just a tiny voice could be heard. Please, take good care of me. Okay. I'm gonna end the video here. We have pretty much asked Furukawa, we've pretty much asked Nagisa out now, and she pretty much said yes. So, yeah, there we go. I'm going to end the video here, and as I'm uploading as I'm recording, so I'm not going to be home alone again until Monday. It's Friday, so there's not going to be a video for 2 days, so, well, not a video of this anyway. I'm not sure if I'm going to do something like Slender or SCP. I don't know if I'm going to record them, but I probably won't record anything until I finish this. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and try not get teary-eyed over this. The anime's worse. I swear to God. I swear to God, I was more teary-eyed in the anime. Anyway, that'll be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.